All we built turned to dust eventually, no matter how we struggled. I sped along our society crumbling and ruined our final chance at staving off extinction. Nobody could tell me otherwise. Nobody could convince me that I didn't deserve the wounds I was bearing right now. I had to convince Gress, and I'd do it by any means necessary. We couldn't get evicted from our home by aliens again. The Krev vessel, as I'd watched it do so many times, with graceful engines that were left running for our rent collector's quick getaway. The green-scaled mammal marched down the landing ramp like he owned this entire world, which as far as his kind were concerned, he did. I curled my lip beneath my mask at the sight of his lashing tail. I wanted to wring my hands around his neck and make him pay for all the guilt that was eating me up. Instead, I just watched as he spotted us and stalked over to our position with disdain. Did you not know I was coming? Why are the supply crates not waiting again after you're all quite tardy? The Krev spat. I inhaled sharply. Hello, Gress. I'd stand up to greet you, but I'm afraid I'm not quite well. I've been advised by our medical staff not to be here, actually, yet I thought it was too important for me to try to smooth things over with you not to show up. You do not look well. You look as though you can hardly sit up. If I didn't recognize your voice, I wouldn't know it's you. I'll understand if you were to require a different representative for the handoff, and I hope that your medical issues clear up. That doesn't change my demands for the supplies. I threw my hands up in the air, looking defeated. I'll level with you, but please, let me explain before you say anything. The supplies aren't coming. I was overseeing our mining operations to ensure that everything was on schedule and we generated what you need. We pushed ourselves too far. There was an accident. I sustained a head injury when I was nearly buried alive. Others died. We can't get your ore, not for a long time, with our drill in tatters and our workforce eviscerated. I have no choice but to plead for mercy. I see. There was a brief hint of something in his eyes, which resembled sympathy. It was never the Krev's wishes for any lives to be lost. I am sorry for what happened to you. By the sound of what I'm hearing come from your mouth, you wish for us to let you stay for free because of your misfortune. This is after we haven't wanted you on our world for a long time. I know that, but the accident happened. It was out of our control, or we would have given you everything. We need any mercy, no matter how granular. It doesn't have to be free. We could do something else. Anything else, as long as we can fit it or labor on it below. We just need time to repair the drill, and we can resume regular payments. We could renegotiate, so it could be beneficial over the long run? How does that suit our purposes at all, when what we want is your departure in motion? These payments haven't been cutting the trouble you humans are for a long time. You are intruders in our space, and you always have been. I know you feel that way. But please, if you truly feel sympathy for the tragedy something we have no way of fixing, give us some reprieve, or at least some proposal to work with us. Don't throw grieving families out, some with children, from the only homes they've ever known, because one thing went wrong with our deal in 20 years. You might think we're trouble, and think these masks make us untrustworthy because of our cultural differences, but we've always met our pact before now. We're just trying to make a living. I know we failed you, Gress, and I'm asking for mercy anyway. The Krev paced for several seconds, at least making a show of seeming conflicted. Charisse's body language relaxed slightly, reflecting some hope that my plea might have gotten through to the snippy Gress. I wasn't going to set any unrealistic expectations, since our overlords hadn't ever shown us emotional consideration before. The most we'd gotten from them was being taken advantage of, when we had no choice but to land on this colony. Oh, wonder, they let us land. I guess we were supposed to kiss their asses and sing their praises for— Let me level with you, Taylor. I'm sorry about what happened with your people, but I have orders to see you removed within the year, or I'm fired. Which would be fine by me, frankly, since I never wanted this posting, but I was given it because they trusted me to put an end to this saga. Gress sighed. I'm not the type to kick people when they're down, no matter what's happened between us. So I have a proposal. Take me to the site of this accident to see it with my own eyes, and I'll request for the consortium to give you a bit more time. I stiffened with disbelief. What? You want us to take you into our city? I do, What I'll accept as my payment is some hint of transparency. I'll give you the alternative to take off your mask, here and now, and look me in the eye. You think we haven't figured out it's not that important to your culture at all? I doubt they treated your wounds with that shit covering your skull. You don't know what you're talking about. Obviously, there's special circumstances, but we don't show our faces. It would be a disgrace. If that's true, then what's the issue with taking me through your settlement to the mines? I want to know something real about you people, to see how you live and to see what happened, so I can make my own judgment on whether you deserve mercy. Take me to the accident, or I'll carry out my government's will. Your choice. Charisse tightened her fingers on her rifle. That's not possible, Gress. We don't like outsiders seeing our private lives. Then I have no reason to help you people. Wait, I interjected. Maybe we can arrange something? We probably could show you some pictures of the site. You and I both know that photographs can be doctored to show whatever you like. Seeing it confirms your story beyond a shadow of a doubt. Okay, then maybe you can give us time to bring out a bag so we can cover your vision on the way and clear out any workers. We could walk you down to the mine. Why do you need to clear out any workers? Because you don't actually wear those goofy outfits down in your cities and you just hide yourself from us? Take me straight down there, like any normal society, or don't bother. I can't, Gress. My people will never give permission for that. I'd be considered a traitor to all of humanity. Please, give us some option that doesn't violate our privacy in the very spirit of our traditions. I'm done giving you anything. You've hidden yourselves enough to show you don't trust or respect us at all. This right here is why we can't fucking stand you, and why I'm not sticking my neck out for you. You have 1 week to get off our planet, or we will remove you by force. You got that? No, wait, you can't do that. Please give us a week to meet and discuss how we'll handle our departure. We need time to plan it. We just suffered a catastrophe. We've been here for years. The Krev snorted. I gave you a chance. You spit in our faces like you always do, behind those two-faced words you love to throw at us. Goodbye, Taylor. I can't say I'll miss you. Gress turned around back toward his ship with an arrogant swagger in his step. Charisse